Good evening, folks.
Blessed evening, blessed evening.
As usual, welcome back to the Afro-Trini View.
The Afro-Trini View. You're accustomed to it. There's a word or two extra, but you're accustomed to it.
Yeah, get accustomed because we ain't changing it after this. So, again, we are on episode 9. We want to big up all the sponsors. Masked by Ogunwumi.
Masked by Ogunwumi. Follow them on Instagram.
The Nubian Experience.
Nubian Experience for the t-shirts.
T-shirts. Watch.
Davidson Watches for the
Yeah,
watch.
get them a close up on that watch.
Yeah.
Get them a close up on the watch. Get them a close up on the watch. Yes.
You see money?
Yes.
Quality.
Yes.
Davidson Watches.
Davidson Watches. And my t-shirt tonight is made by Tagit Express. Right? One of my childhood friends / brother. His business is out in Canada. Doing big things, making sporting t-shirts and things outside there. And my beads, Greenviolet. Beads by Greenviolet, aka Kevon Podringham. Right? Tonight we have a very interesting topic where we want to discuss the careers in the African community.
And the way we look at them, the way we perceive.
Our perception,
yeah.
And our perception of these careers, right? Now, well, I'll let Andrew start because the topic was like, Orisha Lashe, right? I need to really correct that in my brain, right? I will let Orisha Lashe start because the idea came from him. We discussed it a couple of times in the barbershop with many different people.
Yeah.
And we think that is it's imperative that we bring it to the public now because, again, it is a perception of certain careers within the thing, everybody feels.
We don't even look at certain things as careers.
Correct. We don't even look at certain things as careers, right? So
what I wanted we to just bring to the fore today, amongst us in the African communities, we have a way that we look at certain jobs or certain trades. We don't look at it as something to turn into a career and actually make a good, healthy living from, a good, prosperous living from. Of course, it's all about how you apply yourself to it. Because last night we had a real good conversation with Akil from Abanton.
Yeah.
And he was saying that now.
Yeah.
And he's a plumber by trade now. He's doing plumbing contracting.
And he owns a plumbing supply company.
Right.
Yeah.
But most people we know as plumbers would only go to work on a construction site or you get a house call. They don't really see that something to turn into actual business.
Yeah.
And that's something that we have to look into because business is not just buying and trading goods now. Business is also the services from trades and stuff. So we know to do the work, but because we don't see it as a business, somebody who don't know how to unscrew one pipe in, get the contract for the 100,000 and give you $1,000 to come and do the work here, and they make $100,000. So for something you could do.
Correct.
So we the way that we look at trades and doing things, we have to look to turn most things that we do into business.
Yeah. And I think is I don't even want to say it because of how we were brought up, because in truth and in fact, before our generation, you find very few of our parents were business owners, were tradesmen, and things like that. So, now, I think the change is happening within our generation because we see our parents work for 25 years for a company and 30 years for a company. And when they go home, they get them a watch, or they get them a TV, or a check, or a plaque, right? And I find that unacceptable. You understand? So, for me, when I talk to people like Akil, and I sit down and I say, but when you see Akil have on a polo, a jeans, and a boots, right? You thinking he employed by somebody, but you know he's the boss man.
And you know, I tell them that last time when we was leaving, like, the camera should have been on.
Yeah, we should have really
For that conversation. Yeah, because you see, he dropped some little gems.
Correct.
You know how you apply yourself too, because he didn't start off as a plumber.
Nah.
You know, he kind of break something for a while.
Mm-hmm. And he could do everything, plumbing,
electrical, everything. And he said, what of them he learned is from the way that he applied himself. So around somebody that could do it, are watching what they're doing, are interested in what they're doing, and are asking questions
about what they're doing.
You know, because one of the things we're doing is we're talking about business and owning business and things, but your mentality and attitude towards what you're doing have a very important part to play in that too.
Correct. So, I mean, we could come down to the both of us, right? Remember, we was having the conversation the other day where I was saying, boy, when you think they're big, and I say to myself, but how I see you is you done big already? Because when I sit down and I look through your IG and I see how much different people wearing your t-shirts, or your dashikis, or your pants, or your mask, or whatever the case is, I say, but Angela, she done big, Nubian Experience done big.
I'm glad that one of my friends feel that way.
Yeah, because you see, remember we have this perception in our minds that big mean what society tell we big had to be. You understand? House and yacht and car and all them kind of things. Them is things. You understand what I'm saying? But your business is supplying t-shirts and apparel to hundreds of people. You understand? Not because it's not a big flagship store in Port of Spain, mean it's big. You understand? So it's something that we had to break within the community in terms of how we see our businesses.
And I want to say this to the people and them that has been listening to here. Some of these discussions we have in here is to self as well. At least for me.
Of course.
Some of the things we talk about, it's like I talking to myself as well. Because I had doubts, I had insecurities about why I just do, you know, my business and everything. So it's not that I don't want to sit down here and try to come across to people that, you know, I feel like and I know everything and I know it's not that. This is what some of these discussions we know we need to have, but it's also self-discussions. And that's why this come about, because I experienced growing up where I was still going success, and Miss Wilkinson was in charge of YTEP in success.
Yeah, she was.
And she used to be telling us, instead of let's living in school in the evening, come and do something. And I'm proud to say a few of the girls from my year and one or two others took it up and went and do things. And I was contemplating barbering. This is 2021. This is 1995. And I remember I was discouraged because I was told at that time that barbering have no money yet. You know? And flash forward from 1995 to 2021 now, I know barbers who making a living. They're not working 2 and 3 jobs, they're actually making a living. Yourself is one of them. Barbering, cutting people hair. Now I sit down and I think about it, I'm like, oh, you could think something like barbering, don't have money in it, boy. Because we still have the mindset that a shirt and a pants is a career.
Shirt and tie.
Shirt and tie, and you press up with your starch and thing. And that's some of them, what I watch from my own personal experience. I used to work for Trinidad's telecom provider. Right? Because I don't want nobody saying, oh, they could. Right? And I was contracted to work in their office. And even though I'm going to work and everybody know that telecom service provider was paying a lot of money to his permanent staff, I was a contract staff. And people up to today, I left that job in 2015, seeing what was coming. And up to today, people they doesn't believe me when I tell them the salary I was working for as a contract staff, wearing the same clothes, sitting down next to our permanent staff. So it's a real big misconception. We think because we see somebody doing that, we had to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning to go quite on it to work, but they're not shit. And think and the mom ain't complaining, we think that what they're making they're making a good salary of her. But they didn't have trades they could do, that they could find jobs and things around. You know, look at business. The man stood up and shared some stuff with me about 3 years ago. He's a landscaper.
And landscaping is big money.
No, he said before they gave the official term landscaping.
Is that what come
He said he found exactly that. That you doing you cutting grass.
Yeah. Perception.
No, he's not. He has 3 vehicles and 7 employees.
You see, the thing is, here's one of the things that I don't think we appreciate as a people, right? You must speak before you walk. Mandatory. You understand? I am yet to see anything that explode, last forever. Meaning that it started there and it get big one time and it stays so. Right? It is always dip and come down. And then
So let me interject on you here, right? Because this again is from my personal experience.
Yeah. Because
I didn't have people in front of me to advise me. I didn't have people around me to advise me. I'm going to tell you, it was my honest thought and I want to get a good laugh with me. Because I started the Nubian Experience clothing line because I couldn't find what I was looking for. And I knew a lot of African conscious people. I thought, as I come out of this boy, bang, boom, I got it. And that not coming to that reality was very depressing. So today, when I talk to younger people who will ask me, give me some advice, something, I say, I don't want to discourage you. But I want you to know, it's not a bed of roses. You could eventually make your bed from roses if you stick to it and if you have a good plan and everything. But you must have a plan and you must do one of the things I wanted to mention. You must investigate the field you like.
Yes.
You must investigate. I did 0 of those things. I just knew I was looking for, especially t-shirts with African inspired stuff on them. And I couldn't find them, so I decided to do it. But other than that, I did no research. So you like something, talk to your parents, mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, granny, grandpa. I like this. I want a little more information on it. You can help me.
And then sometimes they might know somebody who
exactly.
Who could push you, who could be a little tip,
who could train you, or exactly point it. Well, I get training in this way. Here, check here, whatever.
I agree with that. And the funny thing is that why this experience is the greatest one. Perception is a hell of a thing. So, because I was a waiter, I used to work at Artistry, right? And I will always go back to this experience because I was talking to my son about it, right?
You
never know I was a waiter?
No.
Yeah, I was a waiter, boy, which is why I treat my business how I treat it, with service wise, right? I was a fine dining waiter. So it had this particular gentleman who used to come to the restaurant to eat lunch. An old white man, right? But when he come, he ragged breast, a old jersey, a short pants, and he used to come barefoot. He hair scraggly, beard, messy, and he used to come with a brown paper bag on the counter, right? But he paying for your lunch thing. Every day we used to have a special at $99 special. You're getting 3 courses for $100. So you get an appetizer, main, and a dessert, and an espresso for $100, right? He used to come buy that thing. But when he finished now, you light up a big cigar and he sit down talking to me and thing. You have a cutter, what's a cutter, right?
Yeah.
Now it has certain things, if you look, you will see is money, right? The cutter is money. The cigar where he's smoking is money, but he looks like a vagrant. Cool. Somebody at the restaurant patrons start to complain. They went to the owner and they say, hey, we ain't like this, we come in here and we sit and we having lunch and this man is in the place and he's barefoot and da. So this man, owner went and talked to him. He said, no problem, I ain't calling no names because I want nobody to think, right? The man say, if I want, I could buy this restaurant. The man is a Swiss banker, partner. Coming to Trinidad on a yacht, he don't fly. Right? But he loved French cuisine. And our restaurant was authentic French cuisine. And he used to find and come eat, saying, the man said I could buy it. He said, but that's so fine. It's fine. I will dress accordingly. And then next time the man come, crepes. Yeah. So from that, and I learned that the hard way because perception is the way we see things, right? Now, when I go out, the way how I dress, nobody don't know I am a barber. You understand what I'm saying? But the way how I treat my business, my clients respect it, my family respect it, the people who I do business with, they respect me.
And it is a forced respect, not in a bad way.
No.
But you have no choice but to respect my thing based on how I respect it.
Correct.
So that's also a lesson
for you,
saying that hey, if you don't respect
your own,
what you doing,
nobody will respect it.
you know. And one thing I tell people about the Nubian Experience, you can't play with it. I say because to you, if you don't understand my vision based on what I say to you, I'm not just printing on this today. I'm giving you something. I give you a substance. That's why I use Chronic's line. Actually, I have a t-shirt of that substance over hype. You understand? If you were hype, you could go 15 places right down the road and get it. But if it was substance, again, and I treat it like that, and I force people based on how I react to my stuff to give me that respect as well. And then you finally get it back because they realize now you're serious.
Right.
Yeah.
And that perception, but you have the people we see walking around out here in shoes and tie, it's small money they're working for. You know what that career I had real pray that I could have get into banking, but I ain't knocking on any bankers, but when I find out what a teller salary was, that blew my mind because I say, but I told the bankers real money. And when some of them tell us, and they tell me how much work they have to do for that money. Now
So that was it. So that we had to look into, so we wanted to mention again to technology, this 2021. We in a pandemic, we see a lot of changes happen where some people forced to work from home, and I see it's still going on. Children forced to learn from home, right? We have to get our children more into technology. African people have to get more into technology, right? Technology is the future. There is no doubt about it. Computers and computer operated stuff is the future. So you have computer programming, you have program and apps building, you have computer repairs, you have system building, system repairs.
Coding. Because all them things are run without no coding.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? These are fields it might, I don't know, so usually it might be expensive to learn, but the reward's high. You know, and for me, I'm not seeing, like in Trinidad and Tobago, I'm not seeing the African representation in certain things technological wise. I could be wrong, I'll give room to be wrong. But it's a field that we need to get into more.
Yes.
We need to get the children into more. Right?
And find ways in businesses like ours how the technology could benefit. You know, some of the things that I blow my customers with, like I now get my tap to pay machine there. I am always trying to be on the cusp. You understand, when it comes to technology. Now I mightn't be, how to put it, boy. It's not how much you could do in barbering to make it a technological thing, right? But you could make the experience technologically sound. So what this blow clients mind with me is that them don't ever talk to me. Sometimes the first time them talk to me is when they come in this door. You understand? Because you get a referral, you go up on IG, or you check my WhatsApp, come on WhatsApp and all this WhatsApp for business. You get the link to book, you click your book thing, set up your appointment, choose your time, whatever, and you not talking to me until you reach. Even if you want to reschedule or cancel, you can do it from your email. You understand what I'm saying? And that's from a simple thing as implementing a booking system, a booking software. And it's not expensive. You have a free version, you have a paid version.
I must say that when I started to come here more on a regular basis, when you started doing it full time, I'm still impressed by that booking system.
Yeah, everybody is booking.
That booking. So, I mean, I use it. I was here Monday. But the idea of you come for your time, you're walking in, the most you might see is the customer before you walking out. You understand? And you walk straight in and jump on the chair, and all of that again, people, is because same thing Akil was saying to me, you apply and you're looking and you're watching to see how you could do this and how you could do that. You know, because one of the things that I detest is us looking at our businesses as hustles. Right? Them playing. I don't have jersey too now. I've already printed. I am not a hustler. I'm a businessman. Don't ever call me hustler.
Yeah, I don't subscribe.
Because I think you're degrading me and the way I view myself and how I portray and what I do it. I think by calling me that. But also in your mind, you don't see yourself growing to anything else besides what you're doing.
Right.
So we have to turn away from that hustling mentality. This is a career.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're gonna make we living from.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you know, I sure you could attest to that.
Of course. Of course. There's some little changes I'm saying. I mean, and I always, one of the things that I like to do is I seek mentorship from other people. Sometimes you might know you are my mentor, right? Because right on social media, I go and I find not the most popular barbers. Don't get that twisted, right? I look for the best in the field. You understand what I'm saying? And I start following what they do. You understand? Half the time I didn't talk to them. They don't know me.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't need to talk to them to see what they're doing. You understand? So I look at the way they carry themselves, the way they dress, the way they station set up, the machine they're using, the tools they're using, the ring light they might be using. It have simple things. If you look in the background of a video, you will pick up on things. You understand what I'm saying? And you will say, hey, but you no longer try to find this thing, and you might, just by happenstance, the man might pass the camera over the same tool you're looking at and they will see the name.
And that time I came to again what he was telling me last night about application
of self.
So what it is you come around and say, and he say if you come and it's just a job.
Yeah.
Well then that's how you go feel about it, and that's how the job itself will treat you. But if you come here and I like this, I want to learn this so that I can do this for myself too, then your experience, your whole everything, your whole attitude, everything with it will be different now.
Correct.
So yeah, I kind of with that conversation that we on now last night. Yeah.
But one of the things too that we had if we look at the way how the world going right now, right? Some of the wealthiest people, you know Jack Ma is?
Yeah.
Right. Jack Ma said, if you want to be wealthy, you need to do a trade. You need to have a trade, right? And that is because when you have a trade, the world needs tradesmen, you know. Right now, Canada balling for tradesmen, you know, because all they have is a set of technocrats.
Well, they hearing that.
Right? People.
And we have A-class
tradesmen. You understand? But we don't treat it with respect.
Again.
We don't treat it with respect. You call the plumber, sometime boy, you call him 3-4 times, you can't get in, you go and you call the next one. He might be $1,000 more, but he come in. You understand? And we can't be vexed because some people appreciate it more than others. You understand? We can't be vexed. So, for those of you who are listening, tighten up.
Yeah.
Tighten up, because at the end of the day, the way you treat your business, and I always explain this like my AC man, like I do understand. When you look at certain things, HP, right? HP master this. They don't sell printers anymore. You know what they're selling? Cartridges, partner. Because the cartridge and the printer is almost the same price. But how much time you buying a cartridge? You must watch it and see. Sometime in 6 months you go through 12 cartridge. But you pay $400 for the printer. Right?
One time by year.
Good. But the AC men and them only starting to sell air condition where you're making a 200-300 profit on it or whatever the case. You might make 1,000.
Well, I must say, one of my first bosses when I used to do fire safety, that's something he mentioned from the very jump, and I'm very good at it still today.
Yeah.
He said always say sell the service.
Correct.
Because even when I said the fire extinguisher,
it had a refill.
It had a service once a year, sometimes depending on the industry, twice a year. So we try to sell an extinguisher. Alright, yeah, the new building, alright, they need extinguisher, yes. But when you really service, but he always used to say that. Yeah, it's true. If the money is in the service.
That's right.
And it's
recurrent. It's recurrent. When you buy an air conditioner, you have to service that every 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see the value in servicing. I show men. I said, boy, always schedule people service for them. Yeah. Right? You tell them
it's not good too. It's not good too. Just like how we like the booking thing. You know it's that boy? I get a call or a text message AC is due for servicing. So you know that I'm saying, I could already well I was really studying. Yeah.
Correct. So again, because we don't perceive it a particular way, Wakaman, you put me on a rotation every 2 weeks. I cut in my lawn. I don't have to remember that. You understand? And I just one person with 1 yard at $200. We use $200 as a figure.
And something we should always talk about, right? word of mouth advertising never went out of style and it never lose value.
Never will.
Never.
And it is the most powerful form of
right. So just imagine you come here and boy, I forget boy, and rain fall and that man just show up boy because like you have a schedule. He just comes so you're not gonna call him or whatever. The way you look at our service, the way you feel about it, it's how you talk about it.
That's right.
And when they neighbor hear that, the neighbor give me a number, and then we call them, well, you don't know what man.
Yeah, but that's how it is work because my detailer, because if I call him, I wash my vehicle.
Yeah.
Right? My detailer, when he comes to wash my vehicle, once a month, but when he wash my thing, man, showroom, so people will come and they will see him doing the job. But the way how he does carry himself as a washman, polo, black jeans, boots, thing, gloves, professional. Yeah. So a man will see that and say, boy, wait a man.
Take it serious.
It's
not, I just come to wipe down and car and rush into go and do the next one. No.
And you know what everybody does always ask? Hey, that's how much? Yeah. Because they're afraid to find out that.
Just how we carry that perception, that real good, that perception of, cool, look at boy, that we real money, boy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we had to get away from that. We looking down. And parents will encourage all the children, or they might see children like to bake muffins, they like to bake cookies, they like to do things. Look at that thing. I see that our children making money doing things that if I knew about that, I would have been doing it. And I would encourage my children to do it. You understand? But I have to watch their passion. I have to look to see what they like and whatever, and I will push them in that direction. You know, so embrace technology. Technology is where it's at. And I'm telling you, they have so many different things. Like, I hate the social media aspect of my business. Hate it. Because I just find that it's just fake now. Like, you know, I don't like it. But it have apps for that. Yeah. That you could schedule. I just always forget the name of the app, boy.
And then doing a post for you.
Yes. Yeah. For Facebook especially. I can set up all the posts of my week and just click post. And I walk away. Monday 5 o'clock, the post go up. Tuesday 5 o'clock, the post go up.
As we say, because one of the last points we wanted to do was expose children to much more than what you was exposed to. Okay. And as they, career-wise, and as they show interest, as you know, say they show interest, well, all right, so you like welding? Yeah, well, we have a partner, let's do that, or MIC. I mean, that was something real good. We are introducing it. It's still around.
It's around.
MIC. And what's the next one?
What?
But I know a few people that went to get the training and the qualifications and making a good living or for the trade that they learned in MIC.
Yeah. But trade is money.
Yeah.
Trade is money, and if we can't appreciate that. Here's what was upset me with these particular things, right? The people who own the companies
don't know nothing about it.
Don't know nothing about welding, or nothing about contracting, or nothing about cement.
And so that's what I say, they will hire you.
Because they buy up the tools and they say, well, here we're going to need a man to come and work this machine here. I pay you X amount a week. And you now come in to make money for his business.
Well, as I say that day, something you had bring up a few years ago, we were discussing this, and that's where we'll tie back into the people who had the money to buy the tools. We don't have a value for we time.
Correct.
We don't have a value for we time. And tie back that in again to where they say the way people perceive how the man washing the car, they think it's expensive. But part of that is also time too.
Correct.
Because if I put in that kind of effort in it, it will probably take me a little longer than somebody who just come in to throw water and soap, wash off, rinse off, and go now. Right? Yeah. We have to, either we look at, if we're doing something that it have a feeling like welding, we find other welders, we find welding shops, people who do, and find some kind of standard. Because one of the problems we have with very, very good tradesmen in this country is that they're always undercharged. And when they try to charge more, they lose work.
Yeah.
Because Maximus didn't sing it in that song Soca Train when he do over Soca Train years ago. Oh, you go by the promoter to charge less than I charging. Both are we losing? And that is a reality.
It is a reality. It is a reality. So we had a even in my field, I mean, you find that a lot too. You know, barbers are not charging $40 still and $50 still and things. But when you really sit down and you're taking what it is them fellas and then doing how they sanitize and how they sterilize and these little things, it's make a big difference. It's make a very big difference. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, charge or respect. That's what I was watching. I thought was going when I was saying that something, right? We just run down brands, Nike, thing. Them thing making in Taiwan, somewhere in Thailand, wherever.
Labor courses.
Labor courses this, but we pay in this way. But when you sit down in your living room and you're hand working jerseys, you have to leave your house, go and buy the t-shirt. Come home, put on your press, thing, set up wherever. And you might take an hour, 2 hours to print a t-shirt. And a man wants to say, well, nah, but 200 is too much. Yeah. Who are you to say what the value of my time is?
So that was, I remember that conversation that we had on it, and that was a part of it too. And then a conversation I had with my father. And because my father was a master leather craftsman. He don't do leather craft again. Master leather craftsman. My father is the reason why I am an African conscious man. Right? And he say, you come to Trinidad for Carnival. You spend 3 weeks in Carnival winding up and down the place. The day before you go in back to America, they come and go, God, I need a slippers to go with. You must stop everything I'm doing to make the slippers. I decided to facilitate it. While you're waiting or you're watching me, cut out your leather, cut out the rubber, stamp on your way, design thing. While that happens, you leave to go buy KFC to buy a bucket of chicken because you know they like we chicken here. And when you come back now, you ain't get KFC a cent short. And I tell you, at that time, I now forgetting the answer, I think it was 175 fast food. You imagine now 175 fast food back in the last 10 years? When I tell you 175, boy, you can't get my cheaper than that, boy. But you just went KFC. Spend that money, you ain't ask them for not 1 cent, and they couldn't go with 1 cent short. Right? We need to respect the value that people place on what they do. And if you don't respect it, just don't patronize.
That's right.
But to watch me, after I sit down and put a certain kind of effort and energy into what I'm doing, to tell me so much money, why? A man tell me something about a design I did some years ago called this black. And I should not do it so, and I should have do so. I say, yeah, if I send an email to any one of them white-owned companies and them, telling them that you know, they should not do this and they should not do that and things, and end the conversation. You know, so I want to end off again by saying we need to expose the children to more. Because as a 40-something-year-old man, it's still a thing blowing my mind because I wasn't exposed to it, you know? And I want to tell we regular listeners again, I want to say, I'm talking to myself as well. I'm talking to myself because I have a young child home, I have young children home, and expose them. You know? So that's what we wanted to bring to it today. And remember the name.
Yes. The Afro Trini.
Let me tell them what it is now.
Yeah, well, here's what's going on. I don't know if I have any YouTube gurus out there, but right now, there is a gentleman who is claiming that our name is infringing on his YouTube page.
We stand right here. Yeah. Imagine that, eh? Yeah. We come up with a name, that Afroview name, the same day we do the first episode.
Yeah.
It doesn't say what before we see it, it's something we talk about doing, and we right?
Correct.
When we go into this person page, there's hardly posts, whatever. You say copyright name, whatever. And keep messaging us and saying we're infringing and you want us to take down and this and that. And
he take down the videos?
He get some videos taken down because of the Afroview. This is not a gimmick for us.
Yeah.
Or nothing. So we will rebrand which we have already started doing.
Yeah.
The ones that we can't change are causing our problem, we're going to cancel it out totally and do over a whole new thing.
So we would need you guys to refollow,
Yeah.
resubscribe, reshare again, because at the end of the day, this isn't a money making thing for us.
No.
Right? We are doing this. We are rich money making levels where YouTube is concerned anyway. Right? But the reality is we doing this because we want to better our community. And ultimately, as a result, we had to change the name again. So, you know, we already rebrand everything. So you'll see new logos going up, thing, whatever. Just click back, subscribe. We will throw back up the Facebook page this weekend. Well, the IG page never changed. But the YouTube, we're gonna take down YouTube tonight, rebrand it, and put it back up with the new information and everything. So this is how we're going to go forward, right? I didn't get a problem for tonight. You have one?
It's just to call some of them up.
What I really want to say though.
The one that I didn't tell you. Go ahead.
Right. What I want to say, just on that last topic that Mauritius actually mentioned just now is put a value to your time, right? Put a value to your time. You must know how much money you will make in a particular period of time. So if you have to leave what you're doing, right? If you have to leave what you're doing for a particular period of time and somebody have to pay you, this is what they're paying you. You understand? I know exactly how much my time costs, down to the half an hour. Right? So that you can undercharge me when I call my price.
After that, go back to something you keep talking about is mentorship too. Because remember, if it's not something we learn in school. What we just speak about here, we're not learning in school. We talk about that in one of the episodes about the education system. Yeah. They're not teaching that because they don't want entrepreneurs and people with that kind of mind. They want workers.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So that is why the need for mentorship is so important in the African community.
Yeah.
You know, because how many of us are naturally exposed to a business mind, somebody who is actually doing business for a few years, successful and willing to share the information and things.
But we have to change the mindset with that is concerned as well, because we have to remember, and this is something I keep saying, we operating in a universe of abundance. Right? So there is not you will not have more than me unless you want more than me. Right? So by me giving you information, I lose nothing. Right? They say a candle does not lose its light by lighting another. You understand what I'm saying? So by me giving you information, it's happened to me all the time, and I keep saying this. There is no barber that could reach out to me, whether it's on IG, Facebook, person, anything, and ask me what I just do or what I just use or whatever the case is, and I will not tell you. Right? What I would not tell you is my technique. Because the technique is where the skill is. You understand? You want to know about that tool? Brother, I will send you the link to Amazon to buy it. And I will tell you the price. I had such
and my experience and that is so poor from our older. That's why I was saying one of the earlier episodes, we are too much elders and not enough elders. It is not an attack. No. If you are an elder, this is not anything offensive to you. The only person to be offensive for is the person who know their traits makes them an older. Right? But I went to ask because I wanted to learn how to do my own printing, what kind of machinery and things about, and the response from this man who knew me since I was a child, which I can't take over all my work out. Like.
Yeah, but it have enough. There is enough. You understand? So if I want to go for more, and you choose to stay with your your business, nothing wrong with that. You know? And guys, folks, you cannot leave a job behind. You cannot transfer a job to your child. So all the energy, all you're putting into working for people, right? When you're dead.
Another one again.
Yeah, but you didn't get a return again. Long time you used to get a return thing. You have to hope that your colleagues and them feel sorry and put up and buy a rate. Right? And the definition of job is
just over
broke.
Yeah.
Just over broke.
I remember a few years ago, a man asked me a question and he asked me it in front of other people, knowing that I had the entrepreneur mind. I'm still working.
Yeah.
But I like that experience. See, you know anybody who working, who living the life that you envision you want to live? No. No. We was working in the telecom company. Some of them and them working for a good bit of money. But none of them really living the life that I envision I would like to live. Some might just live fantastic, but still, you know. And it comes to a head when you come company, show everybody and run everybody home. And how much people cry and that kind of thing because they're in the middle of paying for this and paying for that and thing now. So there's always keep that in the back of my head. You know that you stand a better chance of achieving the life you want to live.
By doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you could find how is
something you love, you never work a
day in your life. You understand? And not work a day in your life, something that you love, that you could get people to pay to do. You understand? You will never work a day in your life.
So this is the provo I want to hit out today. No matter how long a log is in the water, it would never be a crocodile.
Use that irony.
Right?
Yeah.
Nah, I think we use that
one.
I was telling you that inside of here.
No, to marry, we use that here.
Well, let me tell you why that come back in my head. I really can't remember we use that. But let me tell you. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Let me tell you why it come back, right? Yeah. We still doing some things that didn't even work in the 50s and 60s when we was doing it.
Yeah.
We're expecting it to work
today. Yeah.
In when so much of we circumstances and systems are wrong, we change certain things we never change.
Yeah. That's the definition of madness.
Yeah, but expecting, you know.
Yeah.
So we have to do that, and then what we saying down here, we ain't saying we have all the answers, but what we're saying is that we have to at least discuss it and try to come up with a solution. Right? So at the end of this program today, what we just wanted to say to people is we have to look at career, the things we choose as careers differently. The perspective that we just put on it. Where he's a plumber. He's a plumber. Like, you know, like that will have plenty money inside it. I mean, the 20-something story building in town.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if the toilet on the top floor back up?
Yeah. Well, look at companies like Martin's Plumbing. Martin's Plumbing is one of the, if not the largest plumbing company, black owned in this country, out of Arima. MPMS.
Yeah. You
understand? I believe Akil is kind of linked with him and thing now. But when you sit down and you look, that is the shining example of what a plumber, and he's a plumber.
And this exactly, so what we're trying to say here today is the perspective had to change because those fields have a lot of money in them.
Correct.
Right? We have to change your perspective. So use not just a plumber, or use a plumber. Okay, good, nice. Not use a plumber. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And in all the other trade fields. And then we have to look at turning them into businesses. Because we have the skills. We have access to the people who have the skills when it comes to trade.
Correct.
We just have to turn it into a business.
Correct.
Expose your children to more technology. Technology is the future. We cannot get away from that. You understand? They might make things to eat for you. Right? Then we show each children a little more, broaden the view when it comes to what is the idea of our job. It don't just have to be going and working in our office.
Yeah. And not because your imagination limited about something
means there won't
have to be a driver. There's so many things that drivers could be pilots. I know people personal who driving 18-wheelers cross country in the States who is making mad money, insane money. US.
Again, but you're just...
He's a truck driver.
Yeah, truck. Yeah.
What about the sanitation engineers? What we call the garbage men?
Yeah.
You picking up garbage? I'm not doing that. Because I don't like to get my hand dirty.
But I respect them. I respect them because I live in a place already that I don't know what was the reason and they didn't come for just about 5 days. And I live close to a garbage collection point.
Yeah.
And I'm glad this happened when I was like about 24. I have a healthy respect for sanitation workers. Yeah?
Correct.
Right? So folks, the Afro-Trini view.
Yeah. The Afro-Trini view. Don't get it twisted. This is what it is.
And there's view. This
one is view. And if we come wrong, we are...
No, you got money.
It's war.
I ain't even in the
right? If anybody out there have information and they could help us, please only reach out to us. We only have the email address or thing, send me a DM, whatever. We will gladly appreciate it. Because we going down. They really say when they're trying to do something good, they just get fight.
Yeah.
Right? But I ain't expecting to get fight from one of we own, but that's something different. Anyhow.
So next time, So 9 out of 10 next time.
Yeah. One more and we on 10, right?
Goodness.
Folks, stay up.